I like your lipstick.
I like yours too.
Hey y'all, we are back in the building. Today is Thursday, July 24th, and this is episode 3 of Sacred Bloom, Call Her Goddess. I am Erica,
And I'm Evelyn.
and this is Sacred Bloom, Call Her Goddess, and this is episode 3.
3. Welcome back, you guys. Welcome back, goddesses.
And well, I mind y'all, today is Thursday, so for me, I honor the goddess Juno Monita. She gonna bring in that cash for y'all, and she,
Money,
she
money,
put a
money, money.
money. Yeah. Okay. Now that we got that out the way, friends and families and goddesses and all the lookers and onsayers and all that good stuff. Let's get into it.
Yes.
Okay, so today's episode, which is episode 3, From Wounds to Wisdom, Healing Toxic Friendships and Reclaiming Sacred Sisterhood. Again, I am Erica.
And I'm Evelyn.
And Evelyn, do you want to introduce yourself formally, what you do?
Yes, I am the founder and creator of Soul Space by Enam Interiors. I'm an interior designer, and I've written 2 books. The first one is The Healing Blueprint, and the second one is Sacred Bloom. And in both of them, it teaches you how to return your home back to its ancestral roots. So it teaches you how to return your home back to the way your ancestors, wanted your home to be. So how to make your home your sanctuary, the way it should be.
Thank you, Evelyn. And I am Erica, aka the Style Goddess, the Style Alchemist. I am a Reiki practitioner. I am a stylist and a designer. What else? There's so many things about me to share and tell. I've been a stylist for 20 years. I primarily focus on women 50 and over now, help them regain confidence in the workplace after a divorce, just a new look on life. But I help you heal from the inside out. Everything is customizable to what you're going through, what your transformation is, what you want your transformation to be. You heal to the heels, from healing to high heels. Heal yourself first in the inside before you dress up for success. You need to heal your mess. Get it? You want to look like a goddess when you walk out the house, and you want other people to know that you're a goddess. You want people to feel your aura, smell your essence, and you glow in your
Hmm.
goddess era, because we're going to return back to the goddess era. Okay. We taking this
Mhm.
energy back because we see that the masculine, I don't know what's going on. Mm,
Yep.
Y'all need some nurturing going on. You need some sprinkle going on.
Goddess fest.
So we want to do a recap, but also let me tell you what's in store for this episode. Okay, so we're going to do a soul sister shout out for female entrepreneurs, authors, platforms, our sponsors, our honorable mentions. We're going to open up with a sisterhood affirmation, and we're going to own our way to victory. Okay. And we'll recap part 2, unmasking toxic friendships and healing Black sisterhood. Also, what's blocking us? What's blocking the feminine energy from getting our divine order in alignment? Um, we will add some divine feminine rituals for healing the inner girl and the grown woman. And we're going to be tapping into your softness and your sensuality and sacred stillness after survival, because a lot of us have survived a lot of things. That
Yes.
the ugly mess,
Mm-hmm.
ugliness. And then we will do a guided mirror and room ritual for self love. If you would like to do this private and personal, please inbox me with your email address and I will email you a PDF copy for you to have and to you to start working on your own healing and doing some work because we know um, this has been going on for a long time. So it's going to take some work on your half to reclaim your feminine energy. And let's get back to what is rightfully our, what did you say it earlier? Evelyn, you said something about on the throne. You said you're
Yes,
seated on the
yeah.
sacred throne.
I said our homes are our throne. So yeah, so we need to get back to that. We need to treat our homes as our kingdom.
And
Yeah,
our bodies as
and
our
our bodies
temple.
as well.
Mhm.
Exactly. So we wouldn't, put garbage in our bodies and garbage in our homes. So we should treat it as such. And that's what my books talk about.
Also, we will have in closing remarks some affirmations to reclaim your feminine power. So you might ask, why am I giving you affirmations? If you don't affirm yourself where you're going, you're going to be stuck. That is something that I do every day. I start my day, Evelyn and I start our day at
Yeah.
5 a.m. We have made a dedication and declaration and devotion to ourselves to
Mhm.
never go back to a toxic relationship, a toxic environment, deal with toxic friendships, even toxic family members. That is a no go. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Non-negotiable.
excuse me. If you guys want to take a minute before we get started, you can grab a glass of wine, bring your journal, light a candle, um, and return to your goddess essence through this episode and during this episode. This is not just a podcast, it's a healing ceremony of words through words, energy, and goddesshood. We are not just here for the likes, we actually do the work.
Mhm.
We're both certified. If you guys want to talk to either one of us separately, about getting some kind of session going or collectively, um, we can do that for you also because we are not just about it. We are about it. We walk the walk and we talk the talk. I know not to shame anyone else for any reason. It's just that I feel called to help my sisters, blood or not. We're sisters. And we're goddesses, and you get treated as such over here. But we have to go into a deeper journey to understand why we're having so many toxic friendships, and we're going to go break down the toxic friendship archetypes and the art of releasing trauma from the body, from the womb, from the soul. Just be happy. I wake up happy every day, don't you, Evelyn? Like, I'm
I
happy.
try to. And then if I don't, then I make sure I re recalibrate myself to get back to that. So I do what I need to do. So
We
I
do
write
what we need to do.
rituals. Yeah.
And it is nothing like having a sisterhood and someone that can be accountable. We're not trying to be anyone's mother or anything like that. We want to see our sisters heal. We want them to reclaim their sacred feminine energy, return to the divine feminine energy. Um, And so we're going to get started and let's do it. Everybody's ready. Let's go. Okay, so welcome to the Sacred Bloom. This is a sacred space honoring Black women in our softness, power, and spiritual evolution. And we're going to start out giving out a soul sister shout out. And she knows who she is. And I hope she is watching this episode because this episode is dedicated to you, sister. It is. So, yesterday, well, this week, everyone was, taken back um, from the death of our beloved Theo from the Cosby Show. Sudden death. I think it sent shockwaves through the Gen X community and uh, the millennials and some of the boomers watched that show. And it was a wholesome black family, black excellence, the mother and father still in the home, successful careers, raising prominent, successful uh, black children. We need to get back to that. I know that wasn't some of our realities, but it can be a reality. Even if you're single, you can still be healed. You don't have to have a man and a husband and two, what you say, 2.5 kids and a dog and a cat. You can be happy just where you are at. So
Mhm.
today's soul sister shout out goes to Coco Nelson. And she has a platform on Facebook called Awaken Truths. So let me go to the post that was posted that Coco um, posted on her Facebook page. And I don't know why that's popping up. But anyway, let me go to her original post so that I can tell you what was stated on the post so you will get an idea of why I am giving her a shout out. If I can get to the original post, I don't see it. Sometimes Facebook, they switch things around. Okay. So on the original post, she posted something about Malcolm Jamal Warner and his um, untimely transition. And I responded on her post and I said, I just said simply 4 words. I said, assignment, alignment, ascension to ancestor. And she gave me a shout out on her platform in reference to this. And I'm trying to go back to the original post. Give me 1 second here. Because I just had it pulled up and then it disappeared. Like, oh. It's Thursday. Jupiter is at its best. Okay, let me go back. I found it. Okay, so it was assignment, alignment. This is what I commented on her post. I said assignment, alignment, ascension to ancestors. And she wrote, Erica commented these words on a post I wrote about the death um, of Malcolm Jamal Warner. Before I even saw the fourth word, I said out loud, you just mapped the soul. Because that's exactly what she did. This is the journey front to back, divine to dust. Assignment, the reason you were sent, the contract you agreed to, the frequency you carry. Alignment, the sacred work of remembering that assignment and bringing your life into integrity with it. Ascension, the elevation that happens when the assignment is fulfilled. No escape, no death, fulfillment to ancestors, the ones you return to when your name becomes light, not gone, joined. She didn't just comment. She channeled a curriculum. She laid down a 4-point path that some of us spend our whole lives trying to remember. And the reason I couldn't scroll past it, the reason it leaped in me is because my soul already knew it was true. It wasn't a line, it was a loop. And every one of us is somewhere on it. We're on our assignment. We gonna get our alignment,
Yep.
and then we get our ascension, and then we become our relatives' ancestors. It's inevitable. So that's one of the reasons why we started this podcast, is because I already know that. And to be in alignment with your purpose, no matter what someone else says, no matter how someone else feels, it's your assignment. It's your alignment. It's your purpose. What are you going to be, at the end of this journey, this earthly journey, to get to your spiritual ascension? What are you going to be? Who is the person you look at in the mirror? I'm not
Mhm.
talking the person that you become after you put your makeup on and all of that. Who what woman are you? Who are you becoming? So she replied back, and she tagged me. She said, to my sister who wrote it, I see you. You didn't comment, you confirmed. You laid a track in the spirit. And to those reading this, if you're wondering where you are in your journey, hold these 4 words in your spirit. Let them tell you what stage you're in. Let them show you how close you are. Let them whisper what comes next. Assignment, alignment, ascension to ancestors. Not just a framework, a map back to yourself.
Yes.
Awaken truths in honor of the soul who spoke without striving. And I just spoke what Spirit told me about his untimely transition. When I read her post, that's what Spirit whispered softly to me. He he had an assignment. He fulfilled it. He's 54, which is the number 9, the number of completion. Everything about his birthday, his birth date, his age, his assignment, his alignment, his ascension, and now he's an ancestor. That's what we're striving for, to live out our purpose and to be that becoming. We are overcoming to becoming our purpose, fulfilling our assignments and
Mhm.
our alignments. So I want to, thank Coco Nelson. I mean, a beacon of light to give me my flowers while I'm still alive. Thank you, Miss Coco. So let me tell you something about Miss Coco and who she is, and go follow her at Awaken Truths. Coco Nelson, she's APRN, and she is the founder of Awaken Truths, a mobile and spirit led ministry rooted in quantum resonance, soul literacy, sacred counsel, and remembrance. A healer and guide with 31 years as a registered nurse and 5 as a nurse practitioner, she now walks the path of Masonic consciousness, spiritual autonomy, and divine law, integrating frequency, ancestry, and truth telling into every offering. Her work is not for the compliant, but for the coherent. Those who remember that the body is a temple, the soul is the archive, and the water is the messenger. With
Mm.
gratitude, I thank you, Coco Nelson of Awaken Truth. My soul sister, shout out for this week's episode. I couldn't have said it.
Yes.
Yes.
That was beautiful.
Give
Yeah.
this sister her flowers
Mhm.
because she gave me mine. I've never met her in person, but this is what we're talking about when we're saying your sisterhood, your goddesshood. We are goddesses, period, and a dot. You may not believe that because maybe you don't, you haven't fulfilled your assignment. Your
Yeah.
assignment. You haven't been walking in alignment with your purpose. We all have one.
We do.
All different walks of life, all different reasons. Okay. So I thought that was just so epic and so beautiful that another sister give another sister her win. And I have another sister to give. I have so many sisters to give wins to, not enough time in this episode because we got to get down to our topics. But um I believe there's one extra one coming, but right now we're going to get into this episode, and this will be part of our episodes every week. So if you are a sister that has a message that you want to glow up on another sister, you want to glow up and love up on another sister, let us know. Give us
Yep.
the information. Let us celebrate this woman, this
Shout her
beautiful goddess. Let
out.
the world know who she is because we need to be validated and uplifted in our own communities.
We do
Because if
love
we
on each
will
other.
do it, no one else will do it for us.
Exactly.
Period.
Love on each other.
Love on each other. Let's heal together.
Mm-hmm.
So, our opening affirmations today, sisters, goddesses, we're about to get into it. Thank you, goddesses, for being here with us today. There's a lot of humor with us, but it's in love, respect, and honor. We care. We're here because we care. We take our time out because we care. Okay. Um, we have opening affirmations as we do every episode. So, goddesses, take a moment to breathe in through your nose, close your eyes, get in a comfortable seated position. You can even be laying down. You don't even have to look in my face, baby girl. You can just bask in the essence of goddessness. I don't know, you guys, this thing about mm. So you want to take a deep breath in through your nose and release through your mouth. And when you breathe in, you want to breathe all the way past your diaphragm into your womb. You want to fill your belly up with prana, with the earth's air, the prana, the essence of spirit. So you want to breathe in through your nose, release through your mouth, fill your womb up with air. One more time. You can make a sound. No one's in your home but you. So if you need to let it out, if you need to cry, because these podcasts will get emotional and you may get triggered. Okay. Close your eyes, breathe in healing, and then you're going to release whatever you need to let go of, whatever it is. I'm telling you, it works. Breathe something as simple as breathing through your nose and exhaling through your mouth will change your life if you did this on a daily basis. Because as you exhale, you're letting go of what's been holding you back, what's been plaguing you, what's been chasing you, what's been haunting you, what you want to, maybe you got a lot of things going on yesterday, the day before that, last week, where you could come here and release it all. You can release it. These affirmations are curated for the goddesses in you. Repeat after me. You can say them out loud or say them um, in your head, quietly in your mind. I deserve safe. I deserve sacred. I deserve spiritually alignment in my sisterhood. I am safe in my body. I release to rise. I bloom again. I forgot to tell you, put your hand over your chest as you say these affirmations and one hand over your womb if you want to. You don't have to. But I love on myself every day, so I don't mind touching myself. Okay. You better tap into your goddessness, girl. Okay. I am worthy of friendships that nourish my soul. I'm worthy of that. And so are you, goddess. I see you. You may not see yourself, but I see you. Okay. I release connections that devalue my presence or peace. I am divinely protected and intuitively guided in all of my relationships. My boundaries are sacred acts of self love. That's self love, y'all.
That's
You
a huge one.
deserve it. I magnetize soul aligned sisterhood rooted in truth, softness, and mutual respect. Let's respect each other's boundaries, okay? I walk in feminine power, free from performative loyalty.
Mhm.
I forgive myself for keeping toxic ties out of fear of being alone. I am free now. I let go. I am worthy of friendships that honor my soul and my sacred boundaries. My feminine energy is my compass and my power. I release all relationships that no longer serve my highest good. I attract soul aligned sisters who celebrate my growth. I am safe to give and receive with an open heart. I reclaim my softness as a superpower. I forgive the past betrayals and bless them with compassion. My presence uplifts, heals, and empowers my sisters. I walk in divine confidence, free from comparison. I am rooted in community, not competition. I radiate trust, strength, and sacred vulnerability. I magnetize friendships built on truth, reciprocity, and joy. I am a mirror of love, reflecting my sister's worth back to them. I release fear of abandonment and embrace divine connection. I honor my journey from wounded girl to wise goddess. My circle is an altar of support, healing, and growth. I speak my truth with kindness and clarity. I embody the energy of forgiveness, restoration, and rebirth. I stand in my divine feminine power and call my sisters to rise with me.
Yes.
No sister left behind. Okay. Woo. That was powerful. I felt the energy on that. For real. Episode 3. Here we are. We made it to
We
episode.
did. Wow, it came so fast.
We made it. We made it, y'all. Okay. From wounds to wisdom, healing toxic friendships and reclaiming sacred sisterhood, unmasking toxic friendships, and healing the Black sisterhood. We heal in sisterhood. When we name the wounds, we unmask the archetypes and reclaim our divine connection to one another. So you can only brush things under the rug for so long and go to brunch and baby showers and bridal showers and weddings with
Yep.
people that you don't even like. Or
Yep.
you know, an underlying motive or maybe a competition spirit, because that's a spirit. Jealousy is a spirit, and so is competition. It's an
Mm-hmm.
ugly spirit to have.
Mm-hmm.
And why should we talk about this? Because it's time to pull the rug back.
It is the veil, the shroud. Mm-hmm.
Um, we got to peel. Hey, we got to peel off some layers here. Truth be told, we need to peel the layers off.
We gotta
Okay,
get to the root of it in order to heal.
to the root, to the
Yes.
rooter, to the tutor.
The root to them in order to heal. I mean, if you don't go deep, how are you gonna heal?
Thank you. You got to go deep.
Can't keep putting a band-aid over stuff.
I was telling someone, I said, healing is like when you were a kid and you scraped your knee, and then your mama would put that little spit on it.
Yeah, right. Like, wow, so magical.
Yeah, you would feel so much better. That's how it is when you have to put spit on it.
Yeah, right.
You got to get to the ugly, uncomfortable truth.
Yep, you do.
You got to get to the truth. You got to get to the bottom of it. Because remember, when you look at that scrape, it didn't start hurting until you looked at it.
Yeah.
You would bleed all the way home.
Acknowledged it. Yep.
As soon as you saw that blood and your skin, the pink meat down to the pink meat, now you screaming bloody murder. Now it hurt even more because you exposed the truth. You have been exposed. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You got to get exposed in order to get healed. Sorry. There's no like, it's
Yeah.
no patchwork.
Yeah.
It's
That's
no
how I
patchwork
feel.
at
Yeah.
all.
Had to, yeah, I had to be embarrassed and all of that.
I was embarrassed when I let my friend pull me on the back of her bike. No, I was pulling her on the back of my bike. Honey, I was skint up from the knee, the neck, the face. Her skates was stuck in the spindles of my wheel on my bike. My bike was trash. Okay, it was trash. I couldn't walk. I was limping home. We trying to do wheelies and everything. So it's fun hanging out with your friends, your sister girls, all of that. Yeah, it was fun when we was on that bike.
Like a beat up alley cat, huh?
When we landed, we had to look at the hardcore truth.
Yeah.
Why did you do that?
Yeah.
Why did you think you was evil Knievel? I don't know. I was a daredevil as a kid, so I
Yeah.
don't know. We just was.
Right. I bet you didn't do that anymore.
I
You
sure
learned
did,
from that.
and I didn't get my bike replaced either, which really hurt my feelings. And I was like, maybe I shouldn't have did that. Okay.
Yeah. You learned from it though. And you healed and moved on, right?
I healed and moved on. I evolved.
Mhm.
Okay. So the unspoken hurt that exists between Black women and how it echoes generational, systemic, and cultural wounds.
Mhm.
The pressure to stay loyal, even if it's dysfunction. Some of you all in dysfunctional friendships, the friendship is one sided. I'm talking to you, yeah, you,
Yeah.
whoever you are. The sacred difference between a soul sister bond and a trauma bonding. Some of you guys are uh connected by trauma bonding. You
Mhm.
tell one story, they tell another, you stay on the phone for uh umpteen hours to repeat it again the next day. How is that helping either one of you? No, it's
Yeah.
not. That's toxic bonding.
Yeah.
Um, Healing sisterhood is a divine assignment, alignment. We are stronger together. We
Mhm.
need each other.
You
I
do.
want to add something. I don't know if any of you all saw The Wheel of Time, and it was about sisterhood.
Mhm.
And it was about the divine feminine, the days of when they ruled the earth. And man was servants, not in a slave way, but to the feminine energy. And then you had some sisters that got out of line, they got out of alignment, and they wanted to battle with the other sisters or sorcerers and goddesses that had everything balanced because of jealousy.
Mm.
Because of jealousy, they almost took down a whole empire.
Mm.
Okay? Two people, I believe, two of the women, they were sisters. And then they began to battle each other in combat with magic and trickery, foolery, disguises. Mhm. These are some of the archetypes. Mhm.
Mhm.
And we also have a bonus topic today, which will be setting boundaries in friendships versus romantic friendships.
Yeah.
So many Black women were raised to ride or die for friends and family, but few were taught that friendship should also require boundaries. Just like a romantic love, you need to have boundaries. And boundaries equal self worth in action. Okay. Soulful friendships honor your yes and your no's. Let me repeat that. Soulful friendships honor your yeses and your no's. The no's is just as important as your yeses. You are not a yes girl. Okay. Key affirmation for boundaries. My boundaries are spiritual shield protecting my peace. I don't know how many times I post about peace. Sometimes I post my burning of my incense and sweet grass and Mayan copal. I have golden, I have white, I have all the modalities, baby, to keep my peace. Sometimes I'll get off a conversation and I'll go straight to my altar and burn me some peace, because sometimes the conversation is too much. I wanna remain in my peace, blissful essence. So this is why we're having this conversation for many, many, many reasons. Number one, to get back to the defined feminine energy, to find what's that saying, your tribe is your vibe. But if the vibe is off, you ain't got no tribe. Y'all just sitting together, wasting each other time. Maybe you lonely. Maybe you need some other healing to take place, and that's the reason why. Maybe you have abandonment issues, and maybe that's why you're clinging on to toxic people. I don't know, but over here we're gonna get to the root of it. Now, I might not be specifically talking to you, but you might know somebody that needs this in their lives. They need to get healed. They want to get healed. They just don't have an outlet, and they feel uncomfortable with going to the traditional therapy. You know what I'm saying? So maybe they just need a bond with a sisterhood, a tribe with a vibe. So, what are the 7 archetypes of toxic sisterhood? So we're going to break each one down and give real examples, behavior patterns, and shadow rules and healing mantras. Number 1, the competitive sister. Rooted in internalized scarcity. Jealousy masks as sisterhood, subtle competition, imitation, or minimization. Nothing's worse than someone you coming to them and maybe you've confided in them about something and they minimize your thoughts or how you feel. That's the worst feeling in the world. Or someone say, "Oh, girl, you'll be all right. You always come through." You
Yep.
right. You right. But today, I need you. I need you, sister. I need
Yep.
you, friend. Don't
That's
just go.
silent competition. Mm-hmm.
What you say, Evelyn?
That's silent competition.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. This person often copies your ideas, reacting with silence to your wins and subtle jabs. The jabs.
Yeah. Never happy for you.
Um, the goddess energy that we shall look for and call upon is Oshun, the goddess of beauty, confidence, joyful magnetism. You can shift from competition to celebration. It's a choice. Why wouldn't you want your sister to win? I
Exactly.
want everybody around me to be happy and whole in alignment with their assignment. That takes the pressure off of me. Shoot, girl, I want to stay in my own lane. I want to be Erica. I don't want to be nobody else.
Well,
So
we
you
all
know
have our own path too. So, we're not walking the same path.
exactly. We're not walking the same path. So why do I want to be someone else and walk their path? I don't know what they've experienced or what they've gone through to get where they're at. You know,
Yep.
a mantra for that is her success doesn't dim my light. It confirmed what's possible for me as well.
Yep.
It's possible for everyone to win.
Yep. We can all eat at the same table.
We can eat at the same table at the same time for different reasons, for
Exactly.
positive reasons. Okay. The energy vampire, the emotional leech,
Whew.
trauma dumps, drains, demands, but doesn't give. Matter of fact, they don't even give a shamalama ding dong about you either. It's just
They'll give 2 cents to rub together.
not 2 cents, not even a quarter. Okay. They even got a quarter for you, baby. Um, they may guilt trip you for not being available or support. They always say, "Well, you wasn't there for me," and all that whiny stuff. Only calls to vent, never asks how you are, disappears when you need help. Oh, they always got something going on.
Yep.
Always got something going on. Every time you
Always. The busiest person on earth. On earth.
the goddess energy that you need to call upon is Lilith. Now, just hear me out. Because historically, Lilith has been given a bad rap, given a bad name. Not by women. I'm gonna let y'all figure that out. Okay. Fierce sovereignty and sacred boundaries. See, Lilith had boundaries. She said, hold up, wait a minute. Let me put some bass in it. I ain't no man's slave, baby. I'm a goddess. I came here to rule. I am fierce. I have my own ideas. I know what I want. And I have boundaries. Man didn't like that. So they took it from him. Tis tis. You detach with love and protect your peace. The shadow. If I'm not needed, I'll be abandoned. You think everybody's abandoning you because you want to leech on to people, attach your trauma and dump your trauma, and you put demands on people, and you try to tell people, well, if you don't do this, you must not be my friend. Well, maybe you don't need no friends. Maybe you get healed first. Huh? See, hard truths. Good morning. A mantra for this: I give and receive in balance. I am responsible for my own healing. I just said that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you need some healing. You're responsible for that. You're entitled to heal. You are responsible for your own healing. Do the work.
Yeah.
So, Evelyn, do you want to go into passive aggressive friendships, or do you want me to continue
Yeah.
talking?
So the third one is the passive aggressive friend, aka the convenient loyalist. Claims you publicly but minimizes you privately, plays both sides. So it's the silent jabs, mask as just being real. Is
I'm
there,
just keeping it real.
right? Gaslighting, gossiping about you, selective loyalty. The goddess that you should channel is Mayat, and that's truth and justice. So ways you can do that, right, is communicate early and call out the confusion. Shadow is I need to attach to status to feel worthy. And the mantra for that is I deserve friendships built on truth, not performance.
I don't
Nope.
have to dance for you. I don't
Yep.
have to prove to you that I'm your friend. If I'm your friend, I love you. I don't gotta talk to you every day.
Yeah.
You know that. You know that. You know the bond that we have in our sister in sisterhood.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's solid.
it's solid. Period.
Okay. And number 4 is the absent sister, also known as the masked sister or the shade thrower.
Girl, I was just playing with you.
Right?
You know I got your back.
No shade, emotionally unavailable, but always around when convenient. Seeks your growth with humor, sarcasm, or just plain silent. Doesn't say anything. Examples: ghosting,
Mm.
complimenting shade, or avoiding real connection.
Let's
Goddess.
stop right there.
Mm-hmm,
1 second. Complimenting the shade, avoiding real connection.
mm-hmm.
Give some examples of that.
Avoiding real connection. So just talking to you, but keeping it like surface level. No real deep conversations. Um, just not really trying to connect with you. You know, just
Like you not really. I don't know if you really like me. I don't know if
yeah,
you're my
just
real friend.
passing time with you.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
So goddess energy that you channel is Yimiya, emotional wisdom and divine nurturing. Release the fantasy of support, create space for true presence. Shadow, if I let you in, you'll hurt me. And the mantra behind this is I release my armor. True sisterhood is my birthright.
And I'm going to raise my hand on this one. I've been that girl at times that if I let you in, you'll hurt me. And that's because of past trauma where I did let a person in and they did the very thing. They were the shade thrower, the mask sister, critiques my growth through humor and sarcasm or silence. They might have even ghosted me. Then I didn't hear from them until something in their life was more important than what I had going on. And then they wanted me to know what they got going on and what they're doing. Here's the thing with me, I give everybody flowers from day one. If I meet you, I'm giving you flowers because I see something in your spirit that you might not even see in yourself. So I'm going to motivate you. I'm going to pour into you. But what I'm not going to do is allow, I'm pouring into you and then you're dumping on me.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's when I feel like I let you in and then you hurt me because you're hurt. Hurt people hurt other people. Ladies, and if it's some gentlemen watching, you have to know this by now. You cannot fix anyone. As we said before, I'm responsible for my own healing. The person that's hurting you is responsible for their own healing. You are not responsible to try to fix them because if you're trying to fix someone that's already hurt and damaged, they're going to hurt you more. It could be physically, it could be mentally, it could be financially. Um, Somebody gonna get hurt. Period in a dot. Somebody gonna get hurt.
Yeah. What's inside comes out. Yep. If they're volatile inside, it's going to come out.
You can go back to your point, Evelyn. I just had to throw that in there because that triggered something. You see, told
Yeah.
y'all.
Right.
Might trigger some things because that brought up a memory for me. You
Mhm.
know, I'm not dealing with it anymore, but I'm like, dang, I'm thinking about it. I'm like, that happened to me. That happened to me, and I might have done it to somebody else. We get into the hardcore truth here.
Yeah, you
I
got
did
to.
it to somebody else because somebody did it to me.
Yeah.
Facts.
All right. So the trauma bonded sister, the growth resenter, connects through pain, not purpose, resents your evolution. So resents that you've grown and you're not who you used to be. Examples, you're acting brand new, girl. Mocks your healing, pulls you back into old cycles. Goddess energy, Isis, sacred healing and resurrection. Honor your glow up and heal forward. Shadow, if she grows, I'll be left behind. Mantra, I am safe to grow. I give others permission to grow too.
Okay, I gotta say something about that.
Okay.
Revents your evolution, connects through pain, not purpose. Says you're acting brand new, mocks your healing.
Yeah.
I remember when I've always been on a spiritual journey, but when I decided that no longer wanted to deal with tomfoolery and uckery, okay, by anyone. And I remember telling someone something deep about me that was spiritual, and they mocked me. And they said they wanted me to be the old Erica. They said, "Are you acting brand new? You I don't like the new Erica. I like the old Erica." And so I responded and said, "Yeah, you like the broken Erica.
Mhm.
I was broken back then. I didn't love myself. And we might have had some fun times, but that wasn't all to me. I've elevated. I've gone through an evolution, And I said, well, she's never coming back, so you don't have to worry about that. So we don't even have to be friends anymore, because if you don't like, no, you don't have to like my growth. You can respect my growth.
Yep.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Respect my growth.
Mm-hmm.
We are all spiritual beings. I don't care what, no degree can save you, no amount of money can save you, no colonialized religion can save you. I'm sorry to tell you that. I know I'm probably triggering some people, but that's okay. That's what we're here for. The only person can save you is the God in you that has the strength to get up and do the work. That's who's going to save you. Your friends can't save you. Um, because she tried to pull me back into an old cycle, and it made me very uncomfortable. And that is a form of manipulation, because once a person tell you, I'm not that person no more, that made me feel, as a matter of fact, you tell them, to be honest with you, whatever it was, it made me feel uncomfortable back then. I just never dealt with it. So
Mm-hmm.
once I dealt with it, and once I started getting healed from it, I was like, that's my aha moment. I don't like that person that I was. It wasn't helpful for me. And see, what matters in my life is me and my healing. When you're healing, you got to have tunnel vision, and you got to have self love so high. Like, I can't even explain it. Like, you just had a newborn baby. Because one of the experiences that I had in my rebirth, because you're going to go through a rebirth, I saw myself inside my mother's womb. It was a vision. And it was almost like that movie Baby Boy. How he was in his mother womb. He was being rebirthed or whatever. And that was a vision I had, because I was like, I no longer want to be what people think I am, or have to be, or show people what I'm not. I'm just going to be the bee. I'm going to be me. I'm overcoming to becoming me, the version of me that they don't know, or the version of me they may not understand, but I understand because I did the work and I saw my shadow self. And who are you to tell me that I can't heal the way I want to heal? People don't tell people how to grieve when they want, and you're gonna go through some grieving too when you healing. Oh my goodness. You're
Yeah.
gonna, I gotta let that go too. I thought that was okay, but it wasn't. I guess so. Whatever.
Yeah.
So
And that's important.
that's important, because when you're healing, you see things that you thought once were okay, but it really wasn't. Um, she tried to pull me back into some nonsense, and it was, and like, I'm in my 40s then, and I'm like, girl, what is going on? Like, what? No. Are you talking about stuff past tense? But anyway, we
Mm-hmm.
can go on to the next one. Do you want to take it, or you want me to take it?
No, I can take it. I just have to, let's see, which one was it?
The,
Um,
the jealous underminer.
okay, so the next one was the gossiping sister, someone number 7 now, right? Yeah.
No, 6. Yeah, we didn't do 6. The jealous.
Okay, so the jealous underminer sabotages your wins or subtly discourages you,
Mm.
constantly competes for attention, visibility, or power, may say things like you're doing too much or everyone's doing that now. Goddess energy, Sekhmet, fierce, protection, fire, and discernment. Guard your vision, don't explain your shine. Shadow, if she shines, then there's no room for me. Mantra, I honor my gifts and respect the light of others.
Now, what's that all about? You sitting up here talking about, um, If she shines, there's no room for me. That's low vibrational. That's
That
low
is
frequency.
vibrational. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's enough. Let's see, the universe got enough light and shine for everybody to shine. I never believed in that. I always felt like it's enough room for everyone to win. It's enough room for everyone to shine. Like you be the light in the room. You if you don't feel that for yourself, that's personal. I ain't
Yeah.
got nothing to do with that, sweetheart. You
Low
need to do
vibrational, low self esteem, low all of that.
the Lolos. You're part of the Lolo
Yeah.
team.
And that
You the
means
Lolo gang. You just low all over. But then you try to come in like like you got it all together, but you don't because you part of the Lolo. You're the Lolos.
yeah, you gotta self evaluate and heal.
And you say, I don't like, oh, you doing too much. Maybe you're not doing enough.
Hmm.
See? And I've said that to people before. Maybe you're not doing enough. You're not going to take my shine from me because this is how I was designed to shine.
Yeah,
I'm
you don't know what
shining.
it took to get here either.
I'm
Yeah.
going to shine to the day I ascend from this earth because I chose to. That's a
Mm.
choice.
Yeah.
I had a friend like that used to say things like, I'm tired of being in the background. I said, well, put yourself in the front.
Yeah.
The stage is yours. The world is your oyster. Shine, baby, shine. And you know what was interesting? I always try to encourage that person and lift them up, but it's in the inside of a person. If a person in the inside don't see their own worth or their own shine, that has nothing to do with me. That's
Hmm.
personal. Get your shine back.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Exactly. Who told them they were in the background?
Honor yourself, honor your glow up, heal forward. That's personal. No
Hmm.
one can give you that. You have to do the work. And you're gonna hear us say this a lot in this podcast that you have to do the work. You
You do.
have to do the work. You have to do the work. You have to do the work. I honor my gifts and respect the light of others. I honor my gifts, but I still respect the light of others.
Hmm.
Easy. That's easy for me because
Yeah.
I want everybody. I want every black woman, every little girl to shine. I want her to bask in the sun and identify with her goddess energy.
Yeah. We're all beautiful, special, and important.
Period.
Nobody should ever feel like they're in the background.
Because we all got different gifts.
Yeah. Nobody should ever feel like that.
We all have different gifts and different talents for various reasons. That's why we should be working together
Hmm.
uh, as a community, as a tribe, working together to build unity.
Hmm.
Do you want to take the last one, or you want me to?
Yeah.
Okay.
So number 7 is the gossiping sister, the gossip priestess. Uses vulnerability as currency, bonds through judgment, then turns your pain into stories. Examples: sharing your business for attention. Like, girl, have you heard about Evelyn? Blah, blah, blah. Masking betrayal as concern. Goddess energy, Hathar. Sacred communication, harmony, beauty. Speak life or be silent. Trust is sacred. Shadow, tearing others down, protects me from being exposed. Takes the light off of you, right? Mantra, I speak with love. I protect my sister's stories as sacred.
That one right there, that reminded me of something. Trigger warning. Someone that I'm I'm no longer friends with because I have boundaries. I shared something with them, and they shared my business to get attention, and they did it in front of a group of other women. And, you know, they would say, well, girl, I was just concerned about you. I thought maybe you needed to talk about it with people I don't know and people I don't trust, but I thought I could trust you. But obviously I couldn't because you just exposed something very sacred and important to me
Yeah.
to get your shine by trying to dim my light. Hmm. Tearing other people, tearing others down to protect them from being exposed. Because I could have in return, man, I could have went there. I
Hmm.
could have went there about their business. But I'm not a shade for a shade. I just walk away. You're not that important to me because I wasn't important enough for you to hold what I told you as sacred. You wanted to expose something about me negative so that no one would expose your low, 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 low self. You a low, low.
Low
You a low,
vibrator.
low, period.
Hmm.
So let's get in some affirmations, soulful affirmations for each archetype. Healing affirmation. These affirmations are written to guide real growth, inner alchemy, and sisterhood transformation. The silent competitor. I celebrate my sister's wins as if they were my own. I shine in my own divine timing. I release the urge to compare and embrace collaboration. There is no competition in divine alignment. I am rooted in abundance and not scarcity. Her glow does not threaten me or threaten mine, it activates it. I uplift instead of envy. I trust that what's mine will never miss me. I choose to be inspired, not intimidated. I am enough in my own essence, rhythm, and radiance. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Um, you don't have to compete with other women. We all have different gifts and different balances. That's what makes us all unique to put all that together,
Mhm.
collaborate together for the common win, you know. Um, the emotional leech. I release the need to be saved by others. I take responsibility for my own healing journey. I give and receive love in equal measure. I listen deeply and hold space for others as I hold it for myself. My needs are valid, but they are not my sister's burdens. I honor boundaries as sacred love. I nourish myself first and pour from overflow. I trust that I am whole even when I'm not helping. I practice emotional maturity with grace. I am safe to feel, to hold, and to grow without draining others. That's a good one. Hmm. You want to take the next one?
Yes. The convenient loyalist. I show up with integrity and consistency. I honor friendship as sacred, not strategic. I choose depth over convenience. I don't fake connections, I nurture them. I only align with what is honest, reciprocal, and true. I release performative loyalty and embody divine presence. I walk away from energy that requires mask. I do not chase what dishonors my soul. My word is a prayer. My presence is a promise. I build sisterhood rooted in realness and reverence. The shade thrower. I speak life, not lack. I am not triggered by others' success. I am empowered by it. I choose kindness over critique. I release sarcasm and choose sacred truth. I correct myself when I speak from insecurity. I am transparent, not toxic. I can be honest without harming. I create safe spaces with my words. I am secure enough to give genuine compliments. I celebrate beauty, power, and softness in myself and in others.
Mm, the growth presenter. I am safe to grow, evolve, and change. I release friendships that resist my healing. Remember what I said earlier? I had to release her because it was just too toxic. I
Mhm.
honor my soul's transformation without guilt. I no longer hide my light to be accepted. I'm already enough. Mhm. I trust that my higher self is guiding the way. I celebrate others who choose to rise. I support those walking new paths, even if it's not my own. I don't fear being left behind. I choose to rise with them. My evolution is divine. I make peace with change and bless the growth of all women around me. Mm-mm-mm. The gossip priestess. We're going to heal you too, sister. We got one for you too, the gossiper. I only speak what is sacred, true, and uplifting. I protect what is told to me in confidence. I turn away from gossip and into grace. I am a safe space for others. My words reflect my divinity. I do not feed off chaos. I create peace. I pause before I speak and I speak with purpose. I mind my own business and tend to my own soul. That's baby, that's a mantra of mine right there. I mind my own business. I hold space without needing to fill it with noise. I am a high priestess of truth, and my voice is a healing. My voice is healing, not a healing. Sorry. And the last one, the mass sister. I am safe to be seen. I let my sisters into my sacred truth. I remove my emotional armor and allow intimacy. I don't hide behind busyness or silence. You know, the friend is always busy every time you call them. They just
Mhm.
got so much going on.
And ain't
And if
doing
you ask them what they did, they can't tell you what they did. But they always busy.
nothing.
I express my needs with clarity and courage. I let go of past betrayals that taught me to isolate. I am worthy of friendships that know me fully. I release fear and step into vulnerability. I am both mystery and medicine. Come on now. And I can be loved as both. I choose sisterhood where I am fully known, fully safe, and fully loved. Yes,
Yes.
yes. And what we did here, everyone, acknowledge the wound. We all been hurt by someone. It's
Mhm.
just not by a man, the opposite sex, or in a relationship. That's not the only hurt. We've been hurt by friends. We've been hurt by sisterhood. We have been in situations where we thought someone was our friend and then they really wasn't. They was just there for the moment to whatever that moment was to throw shade, to uh, do all these little things to us because they are broken and they're not healed, and broken people break other people.
Mhm.
Um, Like I said, we have to name the pain, the betrayal, the jealousy, the abandonment, the competition, the gossip, the invalidation, the emotional manipulation or disconnection. These are wounds, often survival based responses passed down generationally.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Healing practices that we can do after you've acknowledged where you're wounded at and where you need healing at. You can get you a journal. I should have had mine up here, but I have like tons of journals. You got one by you?
I do. I have the one that I showed last week from this company, Be Rooted.
Mm-hmm.
So
Simple. Start writing it. Start doing your shadow work. Start working on you. If you're one of those 7 archetypes, because we all done been one at some time or the other, or we done felt the pain or the brunt of one. That was one. And it's okay. Only you know your pain. Only you can heal your pain. Start writing in your journal. And this is something that you can, it's a healing practice. Writing is a healing practice.
it
You
is.
can write your first day, put your name, the date, and I'm going to tell you what to do at the end. You can start that first page and write, where did I first learn that other women were unsafe or untrustworthy? Write it down. It might not come to you right now because you think everybody your friend, but you know the truth. You know your pain. You know what you've gone through with women, other women in sisterhood. Write it down. Ask yourself the questions. And then fill that page, as many pages of whatever comes up, write it down. Then when you get to that last page of where did I first learn that other women were unsafe or untrustworthy, you sign it. You sign it with your birthday. So you're going to begin it at the top with today's date, but you're going to end it with your birthday because we're going to reverse the pain. We going to heal the pain. We're going to heal the wounds because you wasn't that, you didn't feel that pain the day that you was born. You hadn't experienced that yet. So you're going to date it and sign it. And you're going to work on it. And you're going to write through this as many times as it takes, as many notebooks as it takes, as many days as it takes to get healed and healed from that wound and that brokenness of a friendship. Then you're going to do your mirror work. Now, after you write this down in your journal, you're going to go to the mirror and you're going to say it honestly. Be honest with yourself. Ain't nobody there but you. You could be as honest as you want. I see my scars. I honor them. I release the need to defend myself against my sisters. You could look yourself in the mirror and say that. If you're having trouble with somebody at work and somebody keep messing with you, or you know how them office jobs get. I'm so glad I don't have to go through that anymore.
Seriously.
Which brings another thing that happened to me. See, I'm honest. Some sisters done hurt me, baby. I mean,
Listen,
some that I knew and some that I didn't know.
we'll be
Sisters
here
that
till
hurt me.
6
Okay,
a.m. with all the stories I got.
we'll be here all night. Let me share this one. I was working in an office space, had been there for quite some time. I went through the dreadful. What wasn't a dreadful? Because now I look back at it, like I said, it's my superpower, which is my gray hair. When I started somewhere, I want to say I went natural 27 years ago, but I would still put a rinse on my hair. I have been coloring my hair since I was kind of like 19, 20. And I was telling one of my oldest friends that I've known for 36 years that that was the only insecurity I've ever had, was having gray hair. Because I was bullied. I was bullied and humiliated by women, not by men. The men, it came later on in life, but I've been bullied by women about my hair being gray for a very long time. Now I just triggered two stories. I remember going to get my hair done. It was a new stylist that I wanted to check out or whatever here in Atlanta. And, I had a wrap on my head or something like that. And I have a lot of hair, so you couldn't tell what was going on because I had a hair wrap on. And when I took the hair wrap off, and you know how they looking in your hair, whatever, giving you your little consultation or whatever, and she jerked my head back and she was like, how old are you? I said like 37. Why? Oh, because I was getting ready to say, I thought you was like, girl, all this gray hair, like, what is going on? I was getting ready to say, I think I might have been 40. And she was like, because you look too young to have gray hair. How humiliating was that? And I was in a room full of other women. And some women been getting their hair colored. Their husband don't even know they got gray hair. Okay. I used to work in the beauty industry. Let me just add that. I was so embarrassed. I didn't even know her. And you best believe she did not get a tip. And I never went back. And I think she burnt out my edges too. I'm just saying. Rude, disrespectful. Just
That is
rude,
disrespectful. Yeah.
disrespectful. She did that to me. That just brought up, I forgot about that. But let me get back to the office space because I done jumped all over the place because that I was like, wait a minute, a hairstylist did me like that. So, and it was a referral too. It was a bad referral. Um, and I wrote a bad review too.
Mm.
So, see how you see what I'm saying?
You didn't get a
So,
holiday card, huh?
huh?
You ain't sent her a holiday card, huh?
No, I didn't.
Mm.
I sent her a Grinch emoji.
A lump of coal.
A lump of coal.
Mm.
So this other person, and I didn't even know her. I used to get to work very early because I say the early bird always gets the worm and gets the money, baby, gets the promotion. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I we always saw each other on the elevator and in passing and whatnot. And um one day she said, "Oh, your hair is so pretty." So I'm like, I'm getting a compliment from another black sister. Like, what's up? I was like, "Oh, thank you. Your hair is pretty too." We both had natural hair, and she had her hair up in a bun and like a high ponytail, curly, and
Yeah,
I had mine's.
cute.
It was up, pushed up, or whatever. And she was like, but then she doubled back to tell me I'm really gray. But see, I'm not ready to expose my gray hair yet. You're brave. Well, call me bravery then. I said, well, I've been gray since I was 19. Oh, yeah, me too. But, I'm not ready for it yet. And I'm a grandmother now. I'm like, okay. I don't know why she, I told me. Like she was on me, like we knew each other. She was on me so much that the next day when I came to work, and I always go in, I used to go in the break room and fix my oatmeal with fresh fruits and stuff. I make this fruit compo uh with blueberries and peaches and whatnot, and I would put it in my oatmeal. So while I'm in the break room fixing my breakfast, I come back to because I left my door cracked. And she left a box of Beijing hair color on my desk. Maybe this will help you out. I didn't ask for your help, ma'am. Because guess what? In my mind, I got over that. Yes, 36 years ago, that was the thing. I confided in my friend and said that was the only thing that I've been uncomfortable with or was insecure about was the color of my hair, having gray hair at 19, 20 years old and
That was rude. That was rude.
having to color my hair practically all my adult life. My hair used to fall out by clumps from me trying to hide who I am. I was
Yeah.
born this way.
Did she leave a note? Like, how you know it was from her?
She came back. Oh, I
Mhm.
saw it and I gave it back to her. I said, "Oh, I don't need that. Who
Did
are
she
you?"
apologize or that's rude?
She didn't.
That's disgusting.
Because for some reason, Black women think they can say whatever they want to another Black woman. See, we can say the hurtful, harmful, painful things to each other, but we never say the beautiful, light things to each other. Remember last week when I said it's easy to be called out your name, but why are women so uncomfortable with me calling them goddess?
Yeah.
Because you're not healed. You ain't you got some crumbs of insecurities in you. I like my gray hair, but for a long time I can't admit people doing that to me was in my psyche. I even dated someone that told me if I color my hair, I would look 10 years younger. I said, well, why don't you just go get you somebody 10 years younger, baby? We can end this right now because I'm not never coloring my hair again.
Wow, that's crazy.
Nobody knows what a person is going through.
Exactly.
You don't know how just saying that to me triggered me.
And that goes to show you that people can be with you but not like you. I was watching
You
something.
don't even like me.
Yeah, a man or woman can be with you, but they don't even like you like that.
You don't like my gray hair. Really,
Yeah.
you don't.
Why you
Because you
with me?
never
I
said
don't
that.
like you. Yeah.
And now gray hair is the thing. like
And it's
even
beautiful. Mm.
it's the thing now.
It is.
But I went through
People were
pure
paying hundreds of dollars
hell.
to get gray hair.
People have no idea how I suffered. That was the only thing that made me insecure. And then my son started getting gray hair at 19. Well, now millennials, they dying, they coloring their hair gray.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. He get compliments all the time. No, I got bullied and shamed. Another time, over social media, someone felt the need to comment on one of my pictures and say, "Oh, you can't." Uh, they tried to say it in a way jokingly. And what did we say earlier? Those shade jokes, those sarcasm jokes, they hurt too.
Mm-hmm.
You women, let me just say this, Black women, we're hurting each other for no reason. And I don't know if it's because it's something deep rooted in us that we don't like ourselves. I don't know what it is, but enough of it.
Yeah.
Enough.
Yeah.
That could have been the very thing that took me down and destroyed me because I was dealing with it for so long. I remember another lady at work, my hair was up in a bun, and she took her hands and dug in the inside of my head was like this because I thought she was going to rip my head off. She was like, I just want to see if it was real. What gives you the right to touch me?
I would have been swinging.
What gives you the right to be in my space
That's
like this?
rude. Well, her nasty.
This lady, every time she saw me, she commented on my hair because I used to wear a big, when I was still trying to hide the gray, I wore a big afro. My hair was natural. I've been natural for 27 years. I didn't jump on the bandwagon at the end of the trail. Okay. I was in the front of the trail. I was a trailblazer. Let's get that understood.
Her fish
I,
grease in your hair.
yes. And then every time she would see me, she would say, I just can't believe you got all that hair. I just can't believe you got all that hair. What? That's our DNA. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like, what are you? What?
I
It
can't
was
get
a.
over that she just put her hands in your hair.
I
That's
had to report someone else, a man. I had
ugh.
my big afro out, and he said, "Every time you walk by me, you make me want to just grab your hair." And he said it in front of another man, and they started laughing. Facts. I can't be making this up, y'all. I don't make. I don't. That's. I don't do that. I don't. I don't. I don't. You know. This is real thing, and this
Every
is the
time I
thing.
see you, you look like $1 million paycheck.
Let's just say.
Hmm. Since you want to grab my hair, you look like $1 million paycheck.
Let's
Hey,
just say things got shifted. I'm gonna just say that. The spirit will work it out for you. That's all I can say. So, where is this coming from? Why did someone feel the need that they have to attack me for my uniqueness? I'm unique, and
uh,
wonderfully made.
well, because she already said it. She already said it. She is uncomfortable with her hair being gray, so she felt that you should be too. So she was appalled by the fact that you're comfortable in your skin. So because she's uncomfortable with her gray hair, she was appalled by the fact that, oh well, wow, why is she? I can't believe that she's comfortable with wearing her gray hair like that. Oh, she must be lying. You know what I'm saying? So she wasn't seeing that insecurity reflected back on her.
Hmm.
So, you know what I'm saying? So that's why she felt compelled to go out and get that bottle of whatever. I don't know what brand you said it was.
It was some kind of Beijing or something.
I never heard of that, but
It,
so yeah, so a lot of times that's what people look for. They look for that insecurity or that whatever reflect. They look for that to be reflected back on them, and because she didn't see that, she was trying to push that on you.
low vibrational.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many women I walk up to, and I might have noticed them across the room, and like, oh my god, her hair is so pretty, or she's a beautiful woman, or I can feel her positive energy. I'm not gonna walk up to someone, a stranger I don't know, and tell them they need to color their hair. You low vibrational. I could say some very deep adjectives right now, but we live, so I ain't gonna go there, you know. But I was just shocked. Like I was
Yeah.
I just was, I felt, I don't know, at those times that people did that to me, I felt invisible, and it made me feel very uncomfortable, and it made me feel like, you know, why is it that people not over my gray hair? Like what is it? Like what is your problem with me having gray hair and it's not yours? You're not the one dealing with it. You're not the one going to the salon getting it done. You're not maintaining me or anything that I have going on. I'm the type of person, I'm not going to bring something to someone's attention if I don't plan on helping you with it. You understand what I'm saying? Like me putting you down for your uniqueness, how what's that going to do for me? What is that going to do for me? How is
Make
that going to elevate me? To shame another
Take the
woman for her.
spotlight off of you, like we talked about before. That one, I forget which archetype we said that was.
Let me see.
The shade, no,
The shade thrower.
yeah, I think it was that one.
Yeah, the shade thrower.
Mm-hmm.
I think I passed. That fell under the No, that wasn't the competitor. No, that wasn't the competitor. Passive aggressive, absences, the trauma bond or jealousy, gossiping, um, the shade thrower. So I guess what we're getting to is um, understanding the root. What is the root cause of this? What makes, because many Black women, they were conditioned to be in survival mode or hyper independence, comparison, self protection. And let me tell you how that worked. Generationally, slavery. The light skinned woman get to live in the house, eat in the house, be the servant in the house. No slave is better than the other one. You know what I'm saying? It's still a generational thing where you have broken a Black woman down. You have put us against each other. You have told one she's better than the other because of her skin tone. Um, but yet you were abusing both. Let's understand that. Let's get that clear. Some of our ancestors came from that vicious, nasty, horrible cycle of manipulation and abuse. And some of y'all, it has ran through your blood and has passed down, because when I first came to the South, a woman told me in Atlanta she would not be my friend had I not passed the paper bag test. And I was like, what did she say?
What year was this?
When did I move here?
That is that's I'm sorry.
90
That's
something.
ignorant.
And she eloquently told me all her friends was of a certain shade tone, because here in the South, that pulled rank. I never believed that. Like,
But unfortunately, that's true. Unfortunately, in certain areas, that's true, and it's sad.
that's painful. That's hurtful.
Yeah,
But we're still living.
I can't believe she actually said that to you.
Said it.
For her to say that is kind of ignorant, but unfortunately, it is true.
That's that's got to stop, because I never heard. That's just weird to me. I grew up in the North, and I had friends of all shades and some white friends. So I didn't, and I'm not saying it doesn't exist in the North, but I never experienced it as much as I experienced it when I was in the South.
Yeah, the roots are
I
deep.
didn't know that was a thing.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm serious. I didn't know that was a thing.
Oh yeah.
And I remember somebody saying, "Oh, you're privileged. You would be privileged." And I was like, "How so?" But guess what? My skin tone didn't stop me from being mentally and verbally abused by people. If anything, it was worse. It was worse within the sisterhood. It was worse. So, um, I identify as a Black woman. Uh, my earthly body is a Black woman, but my essence and my aura is a goddess. Period in a dot. I don't really see color. I don't. Even though I identify as a Black woman in this vessel at this time on this plane, um, yeah, I don't believe in shading the other Black women. We're all beautiful, different shades. That's what makes us unique. We're beautiful. We're talented. We're creative. We have so many different things and creativity to offer the world. Um, Dark, light, chocolate, yellow, banana, and in between. That's what prompted me to create my own handbag line. Shameless plug. Because I say I'm a designer, so shameless plug. I create handbags and I put all shades of black one because I just think it is the most beautiful thing I ever seen in my life. You got tan, you got dark, you got brown. You know, we got that flavor, baby. We flavor. That's what it is. We're flavor. We bring the spice to everything nice, baby. We black women. Rise to your divinity, baby. The first woman on earth was a black woman. Do your research. We're not getting ready to break all that down right now. We ain't got that kind of time. But self-protection. We're doing the hard self-protection. Sisterhood becomes a competition when love was conditional or withheld in childhood, relationships, or work environments. I just said that. The healing practice. There's a self love affirmation. I'm no longer at war with myself or another woman. I am safe to love and be loved. Period in a dot.
Mhm.
Period in a dot. Reclaim the feminine energy. How do we reclaim that feminine energy? Feminine energy invites softness, receptivity, intuition, and community. When we're stuck in a masculine energy coping modes, it is called a masculine energy coping mode. You want to be in control of someone else's well being, how they move, how they act. Like that lady, she wanted to control my hair. She wanted me to come to work and look like her. Because who are you to be in your 40s? How dare you? Shh. Why are you telling people you got gray hair, girl? Who are you?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She wanted to control the environment. Productivity, protection. We lose touch with our goddess essence when we're trying to use masculine coping uh, mechanisms or coping masculine attributes to control someone. We're losing touch with the feminine essence and our goddess essence. A ritual practice that can be done to help soften the masculine energy in a feminine spirit. Wound holding or self adornment rituals, roses, oils, softness. I give myself roses every week, red roses for passion, love, self love, adornment, respect. And I love roses, you know. Affirm yourself. I soften, I receive, I embody the energy of divine connection.
Mhm.
You can buy rose hemp oil, and when you get out the shower, rub it on your body. Say your affirmations while you're rubbing your body. You
Yep. I
know,
love oils.
you owe it to yourself, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Something is simple. You don't have to go to the big brands. Um, Bath and whatever works for you.
There's
Uh,
black owned brands that, yeah, that's where I get my oils from.
bring back that softness, that glow to your skin and your essence. Be the goddess when you walk in the room, and you don't have to say a word. People will see that you have healed. Okay. I embody the energy of divine connection. I soften, I receive. So, how do we redefine sisterhood as sacred? We must elevate sisterhood from trauma bonds to sacred bonds. No more friendships built on shared struggle. We're not doing that. Stop making friends with people because, girl, yeah, you know, he shook me. the other day. Yeah, my boyfriend do that too. Girl, let's have lunch together. So what do you think the conversation is gonna be about when y'all go to lunch?
Yeah. Nothing positive.
Oh, trauma bonding. Now y'all think y'all the best of friends until she tell you she don't want to go to lunch with you no more because her boyfriend found out that she been talking about him to you on y'all little brunch dates. What you think
Mhm.
he gonna do? He abusive. He's going to try to isolate you from having friends. He
Yeah,
don't want to be around it.
y'all are planting weeds, not seeds.
Thank you. I like that. I gotta write that down.
Yeah, you're planting weeds, not seeds. Not gonna help each other grow.
You need to build friendships based on shared spiritual elevation, joy, and truth. Let me tell you something, honey. I can get on the phone and talk to a sister about elevation and healing and alignment and assignment all day, like like what from sun up to sundown. Like that's my jam right there. But if you call me with some trauma or some traumatic, painful foolishness, I'm probably gonna get off the phone with you like really
Yeah.
early, pretty early on. Because I know that we've outgrown each other and we don't have anything in common. And that's okay. We might
Mhm.
revisit each other in another lifetime or circle back when you get healed, sister. But I'm here for you if you want to get healed. But I'm not going to share trauma wounded stories with you and think that that's a bonding. That is not, because I'm never going back in that space in my head, in my spirit, in my mind, in my body, financially, spiritually, emotionally. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, that's a dark place. I don't want to be there anymore.
Never to return. A sisterhood affirmation for that: I attract soul aligned sisters who honor me, hold me, and grow with me. And we just have a couple of more. Um, Learn to forgive yourself and others. Like this was a big one for me when I was going through my healing process. I'm like, you mean I got to forgive who, what, and when and where? Like, I don't care. How about I just don't think about it no more and move on with it? But it don't work like that. Healing doesn't work like that. Sorry. Um,
Mhm.
Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting. It means releasing the energetic hold and choosing peace over pride. Healing sisterhood means clearing old ties so new ones can bloom. Sacred bloom. Just saying. Um, Forgiveness prayer. I release the story that I must protect myself from love. I forgive the wounds I caused and those that caused in me. I now choose harmony, truth, and sacred connection. Activate goddess codes within. When a Black woman sees herself as a goddess, radiant, worthy, intuitive, powerful, she stops projecting pain onto others. You don't have to do that. She becomes a safe space, a mirror, a healer, not a rival. Goddess affirmation: I am divine. My presence uplifts, heals, and empowers my sister. Create rituals of reconnection. Invite safe, spiritual, joyful bonding moments like sacred circles, journaling together. We can do a virtual journal party together. Healing conversations, co-creating beauty, dancing, prayer, vision board parties, and rituals. Um, Healing sisterhood practice, monthly goddess circles,
Mhm.
release trauma, love, receive love, forgiveness, and joy. And like I said, journal together. Do a collective of affirmations and rituals. A sacred healing moment. So we would like to invite our listeners and our followers and our members in our group to reflect on which archetypes that you've encountered, and which ones that you may have embodied in the past. I've shared mine. No secrets over here. I've been I've been broken before by another woman that hurt my feelings. And you know what's really funny? When I walked in the office that day, I thought I was looking good, baby. Because when I work in the office, honey, I give it to them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I come dressed for success.
Mm-hmm.
But somebody was breaking me down, broken
Yeah,
in the
that's
inside.
nice.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Other forgiveness for self and others. We don't name these to judge. We name them to heal. We've named these things so that you can identify with them. Maybe you've been one of those archetypes, or maybe you haven't encountered someone with those archetypes and you never got over it. Like that, that was something that I had to deal with since I was 19 years old. People bullying me about my gray hair, to the point I was like, why would God make me old? You know, God made me old. You know, I, I was like, I wanted that dark. I mean, I had long hair, but I was like, I wanted that dark, flowing hair, like on the commercials. And, this ain't normal. Must be something wrong with me. I'm genetically something wrong. Nothing wrong with me.
Mm-mm.
That was my superpower because it wasn't nobody else like me. That's rare. It's
Mm-hmm.
some babies born with gray hair. Most are spiritual people. Some of them are star seeds.
Mm.
We'll have to get into those stories. Yeah, y'all later on in the podcast, we're gonna get some deep answers to your questions out there.
Deep, deep.
So ritual suggestions, like we said, mirror work, for sisterhood healing. Face yourself in the mirror, speak your affirmations out loud. I am worthy of being safe, soulful, and in a safe sisterhood. I release toxic bonds and open to soul aligned connections. I am both held and holding in love. And we're just about finished because we're just about at 10 o'clock. So there are some assumption affirmations that you can speak out loud after you've written in your journal. You can ask yourself the questions. You can ask the whys. Ask yourself and allow the subconscious to align with the questions that you're asking the whys to. Why is it so easy for me to attract deeply aligned friendships? Why do I feel so seen and supported by Black women who love me? Why is my circle soft, sacred, and safe? Why is it natural for me to walk away from what drains me? That's very important. Ask yourself that question. Just look yourself in the mirror and ask, why is it natural for me to walk away from what drains me? Why am I so magnetic to healed, joyful, and powerful sisterhood? Imagine if everybody you hung out with was all aligned and we all on the same frequency. Baby, the
Man,
things that you could do
be elevated.
up here.
Yep.
So I have something for you, a call to action to all our followers and listeners, and this will be posted on our Facebook group page for anyone that would like to participate. Our call to action is to join a 5-day challenge, Sacred Sisterhood Healing Experience, featuring mirror rituals, goddess wisdom, journaling prompts, and a devotional. Let's devote ourselves to healing. It will be an aligned 5-day challenge to heal toxic friendships and restore sacred sisterhood among Black women, rooted in divine feminine energy, mirror work, forgiveness, and goddess embodiment. If this episode spoke to your soul. It's time to reclaim your sacred sisterhood and your goddess essence. I invite you to join me and Evelyn and I in the 5-day Call Her Goddess Sisterhood Healing Challenge. This is an invitation to release betrayal, restore trust, rise in divine feminine energy with other women doing the work, doing the healing work too. We can do this work together. We're
Mm-hmm.
going to provide a link for you to sign up and let's bloom together. This is Sacred Bloom. Call Her Goddess. Um, we'll have that in the Facebook group and we'll list the 5-day challenge. It's going to be journaling involved and it's going to be doing some mirror work involved. Um, and in our closing affirmation, let me get my, I love my singing bowl every morning. I'm to it. Yes. And in closing, put your hand on your heart and on your womb. Commit to the devotion. Commit to yourself to build sacred sisterhood and goddessship. Um, I choose sisterhood that uplifts, honors, and expands me. I am saved to shine. I am sacred in sisterhood. And remember this: sisterhood isn't perfect, but it can be powerful. It can be sacred, a soul deep, meaningful sisterhood and relationship. When we name the wounds, we give ourselves the power to heal and rebuild and call in the kind sisterhood that we deserve. No more backstabbing, no more jealousy, no more competition. We are all in this together. And if you haven't seen Wheel of Time, I believe it's still out there streaming. It's 3 seasons of it. And I was just in awe how this sisterhood bonded and banded together. Honey, they went against the masculine energy. I mean, the masculine energy was after them and they were trying to pull from them and take their energy so they could take over the universe, so they could take over the world. But they were
Mm-hmm.
like, no, we was here to rule, reign, and regain. You understand? Do that make
Yeah.
sense? We're here for a purpose. We were not supposed to be subservient. We know that was a lie. Okay. We're not doing that. We're going to take our rightful place on the throne. We're going to get healed
Mm-hmm.
and we're going to act like the goddesses that we are because we owe it to ourselves.
We're going to
We
heal our homes too.
heal our. Okay, Evelyn, do a shameless plug right quick. Tell them about the soul space. Mm, mm,
Yes, so my books you can purchase on my website is my link is on my Facebook page. Is if you go to my Facebook page, Evelyn Wiggins, and you should treat your home as your sanctuary. Your home should not be cluttered. It should not you should treat your home as a reflection of you. Your home is your sanctuary and your kingdom. You are a queen. You are a goddess, and your home should reflect that. So treat your home as such and never let anybody come into your home and disrespect it. You should not allow that. Don't allow anyone to disrespect you or disrespect your home. Just like you set boundaries with yourself, set boundaries with your home. So that's what I talk about in both of my books. And like I said, you can go on my Facebook page, and the link will be on my link will be on my Facebook page.
We will also add it in the group, add the link to the comments on the group, the Facebook.
Hmm. Yes.
Sacred Bloom, call her goddess.
Yep.
And
I'll put that in there.
if you want personalized Reiki to help you with your journey, you can contact me and I will leave a link on the Facebook group page as well. You can get distant Reiki healing. You can get a consultation. Let's find out where you are at in your journey so that we can create a plan for you. Something that you could commit to for at least 6 to 12 months. I don't do the on and off sessions. You have to be committed to at least 6 to 12 months to really see a change and really see growth and progression in where you're trying to go in your healing journey. And guys, we got something really great coming up in 2026. We can't tell y'all right now, but yes, um, some juicy and delicious. And we thank you all for being here and sticking it out with us for 2 hours. It was a pleasure. And just remember, next Thursday, bring your journals, bring your wine, bring your juice, your smoothies, your tea, your coffee, your whiskey, your candles, your singing bowls, whatever you need, baby, to get
Sage, all of that. Yes.
all of that. And we'll see you next Thursday, same time, same channel. And like I said, we'll be moving all of the lives to the group. So if you're interested in joining the group, send Evelyn or I a inbox or DM. Just get in touch with us, honey. You know where we at. You know where to find us right here on Facebook. Good night, y'all.
Hi.